Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be talking about why it's important to track your training volume and why you should plan your training out in advance. So training volume is the equation of sets times reps times weight. So if you're doing a particular exercise, you're doing 3 sets of 10 reps at 50 kilos, your total training volume for that exercise would be 1,500 kilos. So the problem is if you don't plan your training in advance and you don't track your training results, you won't know where you're headed and you won't know how you're progressing. So ideally, you want to use progressive overload in order to gradually increase your training volume over a period of time. So back when I was a new PT, I was taught a method called linear progressive overload. So basically what that means is over a period of time, you're gradually increasing the weight that you're lifting, but in order to do that, you're gradually reducing the amount of reps that you're lifting per set. So if you did take a 12-week period of training, weeks 1 to 4 would be 3 sets of 10 reps at 50 kilos, which would equal 1,500 kilos total. Weeks 5 to 8 would be 3 by 8 by 60 kilos, which equals 1,440 kilos total. Weeks 9 to 12 would be 3 by 6 by 70 kilos, which equals 1,260 kilos. So the problem is with this method is that over the space of 12 weeks, the total amount of weight that you're lifting is actually smaller at the end of the 12-week period than it is when you started. And this particular program only allowed for training each muscle group only once per week. And this particular training program only allowed for working within the same rep range over a period of 4 weeks at a time. So if we make a few small adjustments to this program, we can dramatically increase the training volume over a period of 12 weeks. So weeks 1 to 4 would still be 3 by 10 by 50, which equals 1,500 kilos. Weeks 5 to 8 would be 4 by 8 by 60, which equals 1,920 kilos. Weeks 5 to 8 would be 4 by 8 by 60, which equals 1,920 kilos. And weeks 9 to 12 would be 5 by 6 by 70, which equals 2,100 kilos. So all we have done is added one extra set over each of the 4 weeks, and we've dramatically increased our training volume over the 12-week period. So what I prefer to do with my clients is plan their training program out 12 weeks in advance. I also plan in deloads, higher volume weeks and lower volume weeks, and I also like to train them in the both strength and hypertrophy rep ranges each week. So what I prefer to do is record all of my clients' training programs on an Excel spreadsheet. That way I can keep track of training volume, how it's undulating over a period of 12 weeks. So what I'll be doing in an upcoming video is discussing how you can plan your training out in advance and how you can incorporate both strength and hypertrophy sessions in the 1 week. Also discuss how you can incorporate deloads and also higher volume training weeks and lower volume training weeks. So what I do have available on my website is templated training programs, either at beginner, intermediate and advanced levels. So what they do is they have preset workouts over a period of 12 weeks, but they also do track your training volume over that period so you can see how you're progressing. So what I do for my online and face-to-face clients is put together a training and nutrition program that is based on their training history and body composition goals. Also track and monitor other areas such as sleep, incidental movement and stress management. So if you're interested in finding out more, there's a link in the description below, or feel free to email me info@dickhallbodytransformations.com, or you can DM me on Instagram. Thanks.